are back. Welcome to another edition of the Sportsport. And we are back. We got the full crew in the house. That is what it's all about. The Yankees, out of any team in the league, are the best equipped to handle a blow like this.
I think there is a higher power at play here. He's due law of averages. That dude is the ultimate scrub. It's trash. Yeah. Every person you have in there is fucking trash.
Next game, you're going to see a big performance. You can see it in the end of the game, and I'm just totally stoked and excited for this.
And we are back. Welcome to another edition of the Sportsport here on a Monday. And hard to say the vibes are high, but we're here, we're present, we're accounted for, and I know we were just catching up, Tony. At least it was a great weekend over at Mohegan Sun.
Yes, it was, dude. It was a great weekend over Mohegan Sun. I don't know if you caught. I know, obviously, the call-in on Friday, which was great.
Yeah,
but the rest of our shows went swimmingly, dude. Yesterday, dude, Smash Bros. Gaming Corner. We had like a line of like 5 people trying to play, dude.
Wow, there you go.
Yeah, so that was pretty sweet. Obviously, met a lot of new people, dude. And it was a great time, dude. Quite a few Mets fans there, actually.
Oh, wow.
Like an odd amount of Mets fans, to be honest, dude. Which is pretty wild.
Was everybody kind of airing their grievances, or
a couple guys like passing by? A lot of like the comic book artists were wearing like Mets hats or jerseys or shirts or something. So like when you're walking by, I gotta have my Met hat on and be like, oh dude, what's going on? Like, what are you thinking?
Right.
And obviously, like during the games, it's just like, oh dude. But for the most part, obviously, everyone else is pretty high spirited, dude. So that was good, I guess. And hey, man, I came out positive on the weekend, so that's what we're talking about.
yeah. If only it was the same thing on the baseball field, Tony.
Yeah, dude.
That is for sure. And I don't know. I mean, I could be wrong, and obviously, I mean, nothing stings more than blowing a World Series game. But to me, I mean, right now, this kind of seems like the lowest point baseball-wise ever on the Sportsport, I would say.
Yeah.
Because how many times are you going to watch the same thing happen and just not have a response and not turn it around? I mean, it's tough to take.
Yeah, dude. It absolutely is. And I know we joke a lot about, the parallels.
Yeah.
But I don't know, man. I mean, I feel like I haven't really seen the Yankees really in a position like this in a really long time. And I also haven't seen the Mets in a position like this in a really long time either. So it's like it really is crazy how both of these seasons are kind of turning for New York baseball. And I mean, obviously, I guess there's some time left, but I mean,
but it's like it almost even me who people have gotten on me the over positivity and this and that. I mean, it's even hard for me, Tony, to find something there. I mean, other than, like you said, that there is time left. But it's just like, I guess the thing that really just crushes it for me is the fact that there's been so many times recently where it's like, oh, well, right now, you step up,
right,
you win, you change the narrative, and then you just continue not to do that. And, sure, Yankees, like I said, I mean, it would have been a different ball game had they not blown it Friday. You win the series, completely different feeling right now. But you didn't. And also, doesn't let you off the hook. It was unfortunate that I had to be there in person for it. But just a completely lifeless performance yesterday at the stadium. 3 hits, and then 3 hits for the game total. And just nothing off a pitcher that came in with an ERA approaching 6 in a game that you desperately needed. So I just think that's just completely unacceptable when it comes down to it. And we'll get more into it. Want to do some comments and then just talk a little golf, but let's start with the comments.
Yeah, certainly, dude. We have Kev Dude Taylor starting off this morning. Let's go with what the Smokey says. The Mets suck D right now. Yankees taking it hard, too. We have Ernie in the house saying, yeah, LFG, DTV, baby, he says. Glad to have you guys in here. Josh B, speaking of glad to have him in here. Yo, he says, what up, fam? What up, Josh B? I hope Josh B got some rest this weekend. You know, coming
Oh,
back from Disney,
I am sure he is hurting from Disney. He definitely is. But great to have him, Kev Ernie here.
Yeah, Ernie with the classic F the Mets. He says, "Love you, Tony." He also says, "One win separates our trash cans of teams." Kev do reiterating, bad weekend for baseball. Bad weekend. Yeah, bad weekend for baseball. And then it looks like Ernie says, we need Bumbles on the show. Bumbles?
I don't know. It's from some show, I think. But then, I don't know, there's somebody that JD knows too, but I think he's talking about it's from Trailer Park Boys, maybe?
Oh, is that what that?
But it's like, again, Ernie's going to say I'm no fun, but Trailer Park Boys out on the Trailer Park Boys.
I will say, I mean, many people have asked me.
Oh, that's Bubbles, though.
Bubbles.
That's not Bumbles.
Okay.
So. Either way, fuck the Trailer Park Boys. It's not funny.
Yeah, I don't know. Many people. I'm pretty sure that guy passed away. I'm not 100% sure. But,
Bumbles or Bubbles?
Bubbles. Yeah.
Okay.
But I don't know. Many people have asked me to watch that show, and like I've tried, and I don't know. Like,
it's like what I said, right? It's too much. It
is a little too much. It's like some episodes are funny, some things are funny, but then it's just like.
But is it that funny?
It's not that funny, dude.
So I know, everything we've talked about so far has been for the most part, pretty negative. But just something positive on, what was it? Saturday, had tied career low on the course. So, and the last time, because a couple times I've shot 80, the last time I was telling Matt was actually, I think, 2 years ago. I think it was 2 years ago with you, Matt, and Mike. But this was at Whitney Farms. I met up with Rich and a couple of my buddies from college on Saturday. But literally, so handicap-wise, I mean, that course way harder than Gaynor Brennan. So definitely, was my best for sure. 40-40, okay? So 40 on the front, 40 on the back. And literally...
Wow, dude, that's sick.
On the front 9, did not have a double bogey till number 9. So had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 pars on the front 9.
Let's go, dude.
And then on the back had 1, 2, 3... 4 pars and a birdie, and only lost 2 balls the entire time, draining putts left and right, and used the driver only twice. Used it on the first hole, and then the third is a par 5, and actually a hole where we had a tournament there. I think it was earlier this year, yeah. I had gotten a long drive, but didn't hit it well, hit it out of bounds, still ended up saving bogey that hole, but then didn't go back to it the rest of the time. No need for the driver, just went 5-iron, consistent 2 to 225.
That's great.
Off the tee, and just dialed in. So at least that was something positive for the weekend. It's so annoying. I think it was on number 9. I'm not sure, but regardless, I had it definitely was on number 9. Had a 3-4 foot putt, but a little sneaky slope that I didn't see. Missed it. Had I made it, then that would have been the career low, 79. But listen, I mean, I haven't shot that low all season, so at least it was good to do that. Maybe it was the surf sides, Maybe
Was it like, were they plenty of?
Yeah, a decent amount.
Decent amount. All right, cool, dude.
Yeah.
When you're teeing up your 5-iron, like how high you tee up that ball?
I used to go everything real low. I just added a little higher than normal, but it used to be almost like just on a tee in the ground, not really raised. Now I've put it up, I don't know, an inch or so.
Is like like half of the ball over the club head, or?
I would say give or take. Yeah.
Yeah.
Like I'm really trying to get under it.
Yeah.
Because a lot of my shots always have been. It doesn't sound staticky. That's just on my end, right?
Yeah, I think so. Why?
I don't know. Just XLR. I don't know if it's just like the movement of the. It's like I almost have to hold it.
Interesting. Yeah, I can come check out.
Yeah. I mean, it's not.
Check it here.
Yeah. I mean, it's. I think I don't know. I think I got it. I think I got to just hold it. That's all it is. But Yeah. So no. Yeah, I try to get under it. So typically, that's that's what I do. So yeah, just was riled about that. And I see we got Matthew here as well.
Yeah, dude. Nice to hear from Matthew here on this beautiful Monday morning here. He says, "Let's go, boys." Great weekend of golf for Bonds.
There we go. Threw the ball with Matt on Saturday night. He came over after I got back from
football,
golf.
Preseason.
Dude, it felt good to throw the ball, honestly.
Yeah, I bet, dude.
Yeah.
He says Yankees suck ass. He says Mets suck ass.
Yeah. So.
Yeah.
I mean, that's really it. And then I guess, I was riled to see Rosie in the playoff over JJ Spawn.
Yeah, that was cool.
$3.6 million. First win since the Pebble Beach a couple years ago. First 40-plus-year-old winner on tour. Testament to the longevity of Justin Rose on the PGA Tour. And just how, a lot of times you get in that position, you don't care necessarily about non-major tournaments, and you're thinking about the Champions Tour. They were talking about that on PGA Tour Radio, but the fact that this guy puts in the work, he was in the playoff, against Rory at Augusta, to get this done in another playoff in a tournament where I feel like he just had ice in his veins the entire tournament, really, and just making that, I think it was maybe 11.5-foot putt on 18th, the playoff hole, the third edition. And JJ Spawn, I was surprised. I mean, he had a great tournament, but for him to just push that putt to the left, it was only 7.5 feet, and he had continued the playoff after making a putt from, I think it was 31 feet, the previous playoff hole. So it was very surprising to see that. I mean, at the end of the day, it's they're both in fine position. Both will be at East Lake. But you want to win tournaments when you can. So nevertheless, I mean, JJ Spawn's had a great season, as has Justin Rose. So it was good to see him get in the winner's circle. You had Scotty right there. What a surprise. And then you had Tommy Fleetwood, a 2-shot lead with 3 to go. That bogey on 17, the scramble for par on 18, missing out in the playoff by 1. Just an absolute gut wrencher for the Englishman, Tony.
Are you surprised?
No, I mean, obviously it's it keeps happening, but boy, that's got to be tough to.
Yeah, no, I mean, definitely. I mean, do you think he'll be able to bounce back?
I mean, he always does, right? But I mean, to go 63, 64 and not even get into that playoff because you win 69, 69, late bogey. I mean, it's tough. It's tough. So be interesting to see how he does, this week at the BMW, next week at East Lake, and then we should see him at Bethpage Black as well. And then Cam Young, who finally, got off the schneid, winning a tournament, last week. Did have a good tournament here, closed with a 64 to finish 5th. You had Oskay and Ricky Fowler. Ricky Fowler getting into this week's BMW just inside the top 50, moved up 16 spots, so that was good to see out of Ricky Fowler. And then Ludwig Aubert tied for 9th with Cantlay, Kitayama, Kirk, and Ben Griffin. And then Johnny Vegas, Siwoo Kim, Bud Colley all tied 8 under, tied for 14th, and then you saw Matsuyama tied for 17th with Russell Henley. So I thought it was a solid tournament. Here we are, stretch run. And I do like that we've gotten rid of the staggered start at East Lake. So it's anybody's game. It's not like Scotty's going to have like a 2-shot lead or a 10-shot lead on some of the golfers. So I think that'll make it, a fascinating tournament, given what we have till we hit those tee shots at Augusta National, right? But the Ryder Cup, I think there is hype there, though.
Yeah, I think so too.
Especially at Bethpage. Bethpage is a sick course.
Gonna be sick, dude.
Yeah,
absolutely.
And then it was funny too. I was just thinking about this, kind of going back and forth here, about my round, and I was talking to Josh about it and talking about how got some pointers at the lesson. I haven't really used them yet, but then he's just harping on me with the driver, put in the work at the range.
Yeah.
It's a big advantage if I can get it right. I just I don't know.
He's not wrong.
But do you think the range is kind of annoying or no? Like you just want to play?
Yes. I feel like the range though, if you are trying to work on your driver,
it's like you got
specifically your driver too, because it's just I don't know, it makes sense. You tee it up, whatever, it's the same deal. Because even if you're trying to work on your 3-iron or whatever, like what good does the driving range do you if you're in the fucking rough? Like you're not practicing that. So I feel like if you're doing your driver, it is definitely helpful. But yeah, dude, I definitely also understand what you're saying, where it's like I'd rather just be golfing,
right? But sometimes, yeah, I mean, it's like where I could not practice my driver, and every time I use it, hit it 50 yards. I could do that. If you want to do that, go ahead, dude. But I don't know. But then it's like, you know what I mean, Tony? It's just tough, like where you also have this mindset, like you shoot 80. It's like, should I really change anything? Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But I guess work on that on the side. Once you're comfortable, then put it in the mix.
Exactly, dude.
What else we got here? I guess Matthew, the ball, right? Throw the ball.
Throwing the ball around. Hyped about that. And Ernie here, I like this question right here. Any bagel suggestions from you guys?
My question is like, where is he? I feel like he's like somewhere closer to where he is, not where we are.
Well, no, I feel like maybe I'm wrong here, but I feel like he's asking for like a type of bagel. Like, what do you think right now? Like, he's like not really sure whether I want to have plain or pumpernickel or cinnamon raisin.
I would say always everything, and then I do love a jalapeno cheddar.
Jalapeno cheddar is very good. I definitely at home, I frequent the egg everything.
There you go.
That is the way to go.
No, yeah, that one is good.
Oh my God, so good, dude. But it's also tough. I guess it depends on what you're in the mood for.
Yeah.
Because sesame is also really good. I love a sesame bagel.
And Josh agrees with you too.
Egg everything. I mean, it's a staple, dude. It's
Matthew going with the poppy
staple,
seed.
Dude. Poppy seed,
dude. That poppy seed, dude. The nutrients in that thing, dude. Definitely get the poppy seed, dude. No, honestly,
is it nutrient dense?
I don't know. Dude. But no. I mean, everything bagel's great. Poppy seed's great.
Poppy seed's great.
Sesame's great.
Sesame's great too. Yeah, I do enjoy
egg.
Sesame.
Everything great.
Regular egg.
Jalapeno cheddar,
great. Cheddar, great. I don't like cinnamon raisin. I don't know how you feel about that, but I don't think it.
Right. No, especially with an egg sandwich, it doesn't work. I don't really like cream cheese.
And I don't really like raisins,
I don't hate cream cheese, I guess, but it's like I don't need cream cheese. I'd rather just have an egg sandwich.
Exactly,
cream
dude.
cheese,
yeah.
Dude, especially all that dairy, dude, with the cream cheese.
Oh,
dude, I'm out on that, dude. French toast bagel. French toast bagels are good,
dude.
Or it's like basically having a donut, but I don't know if they still have a Brugger's in Trumbull, but I used to go there, I think they don't anymore, but the cinnamon toast bagel.
Ooh, that sounds nice.
Was unbelievable. Basically, probably the same thing as what Matt's saying, but.
Yeah, it sounds basically the same.
So,
dude. Oh.
I don't know. I mean, I guess at least, that's at least some, he says, come on. This is some non-negative stuff for a second. And by the way, anybody that wants to air out any grievances regarding the baseball this weekend, definitely give us a call.
Hell yeah.
No way, dude. And then Jay saying DTV never stops. Neither does Jay. That's right. For sure.
Yeah, shout out to Jay Bird. He was a huge help this weekend.
Oh,
dude.
I bet.
Filming, interviews on the shows, working the table.
Yes, getting the flan ready.
The flan, dude.
But anyway, let's go now to the world of Major League Baseball.
What a play! Jump it! Yep! And Alonso cracks one of the Mets win the ball game! Out of sight!
And it works at 100 miles an hour. 14 strikeout.
Drove deep to left field. There it goes! See ya!
All right. So, tough weekend for both teams. We'll get that in a second. Josh also says cinnamon raisin egg sandwiches and McGriddle on roids, which is interesting. But yeah, I don't know. Sweet.
Stop it,
I don't
Josh.
know. Sweet and salty. I'd
Honestly,
rather have like a
dude.
trail mix.
Go back to
Not
bed.
an egg sandwich.
Yeah.
And Jay says Michigan this weekend. I know. Next time for sure, Jay. We got to get back out on the course again. That's for sure.
Dude.
But yeah, so I mean, it just. What do you say, about this weekend? I've been just looking at, this is an opportunity. This is a time. I mean, I feel like I've been saying this for a while. So, as you can imagine,
This
Tony,
is a game.
my patience has just run completely thin. And it's just like, even though you were able to win Saturday, I feel like the vibes were completely killed once again by who other than Devin Williams on Friday night. And I think that set the tone for the weekend. You have a 2-2 game after 9, a game where, you came back, you were down 2-0 in the first. You rally for 2 runs in the 6th. You're the home team in extra innings, a situation that, you've done well with. Your bullpen, your pitching did great. Cam Schlittler only allowing 2 runs through 5, and you got an inning and two-thirds scoreless from De Los Santos, inning and a third scoreless from Doval, inning scoreless from Luke Weaver, and then you have the audacity, Aaron Boone pressing every wrong button you could imagine.
Mm-hmm.
He's let Devin Williams kill 7 games going into this, and why not make it 8? Gives up 3 runs in the the top half of the 10th there. And just once again, just not having that spin on the, as Matt would say, the airbender, right, dude? Giving up a home run to Trammell there. And it was after 2, a double off the wall that Ahmad Rosario, who just went on the IL yesterday because of it, crashing in the wall. You got lucky, you got an out, whatever. Point was, run already scored. First pitch, too, he yanks a wild pitch as soon as he gets in there to move Altuve to third. But it was so evident, Tony, that he didn't have it. And the fact that you don't go, and I know he didn't pitch well yesterday at all, but it's like at that point, you got to take him out, go with someone else, try to salvage the game, but you let him give up that home run to Trammell. And obviously 3 runs, too much of a deficit to come back from. You did put 1 run across, and you hate to think, had Tim Hill or somebody else been out there, Tony, they could have pitched a scoreless inning, and then you win this game, and then it's a completely different thing. And then yesterday you were going for this sweep, and then maybe you get this sweep because you actually have some confidence instead of this friggin' negative energy that has been harping this team for over 2 months now. It's disgusting to watch, and I'm really just top to bottom. I mean, you have to be ashamed at every single person in this organization, the players, the coaches, the front office, how. To just let this go on, and especially the players, because I always go to the players themselves. And listen, they could feel defeated because Boone keeps putting in Williams, killing them. They're playing a good game, but they still should be playing better. They still should be hitting better. So it's just a disgrace. Yesterday was the peak of that. Obviously, sure, you had a little good vibes. Old Timers Day on Saturday. Mo tearing his Achilles, though. That was tough to see.
Oh, my God. What is that,
After,
dude?
he was all happy to be there, had gotten a hit, was looking spry. Terrible to see that.
Do you know what exactly happened?
Just, he was playing outfield, and he just, probably just moving a certain way, that type of thing.
That sucks, dude.
So it was just tough to, see that. Saturday, you had good feels for a little bit just because, this was a game where, you put pressure on Valdez early, 8 hits, 4 runs, 5 2/3. I mean, you'll sign for that every day against a pitcher. Despite that performance, his ERA still under 3. Luis Gil, after a rough start, in Miami, actually pitched well, only gave up 2 runs, 5 1/3, struck out 7, stuff looked good. And the bullpen, pitched pretty well. I know you had Doval and Bednar giving up some runs there, they were charged to Doval, but Bednar with that base loaded walk, but comes back, gets out of that jam, also gets the last 3 outs in that 9th inning. And Trent Grisham, I don't know what it's up to now, but I want to say it's like 8 or 9 home runs this year, have either tied or taken the lead for the Yankees. His career high 21st. It can't be lost in translation. What a great year he's had. And then you even had Giancarlo Stanton playing in right field, had to make some plays, made some throws. Actually didn't look bad. Took him out late for defense there. So it was great to get that win. But then yesterday, being at the stadium, and like I told you, like the first game, I would say, other than maybe something where they were down like 10 runs, like with a couple innings to go, that I've left early, literally left after the 6th, was so disgusted and sickened by that performance yesterday. Going up against Alexander, the bats looked lifeless. And I feel like it just goes back to that issue of just not being able to follow up wins, but then also, the team, unless Judge is hitting, just kind of falling flat offensively. And that's what you saw yesterday. I mean, you had more walks than hits. You struck out 7 times. You only had a runner in scoring position once. So that gave you a terrible feeling. I mean, really, everything from this game was horrendous. The start by Max Fried had Tim Hill imploding in the top of the ninth inning. I mean, sure, great. Devin Williams struck out the side. What do you know? You put him in a low leverage situation. He doesn't blow it.
Wow.
But I mean, that's what should have been done months ago. You know what I mean? But we're waiting to do that now. Hedrick, okay, I guess he's looked good. But other than that, I mean, it was a joke. It was just an absolute joke. A team like the Houston Astros, and just for this team to have no fight in them, to have absolutely no fight. It really turns you off as a fan. And I know, I was having some conversations, last week getting on like Mark, for instance, being over negative, this and that. But yeah, I mean, there is no excuse at the end of the day. Sure, I'm still going to watch the game tonight. Sure, I'm going to hope for what's best this season. But it's just like, once again, Tony, I mean, it just seems like history is repeating ourselves. We're having the same conversation. The same problems are rearing their ugly head. And unfortunately, it just seems like a direction no matter what happens, even if they completely crash out and burn and don't make the playoffs or get swept in the wild card round, it just feels like, opening day next year, Mr. Boone, Mr. Cashman, top step of the dugout, Tony. That's what it feels like we're trending towards. And just no accountability, and just really a disgrace to the fans. And I just don't understand what the problem is, because you can't tell me 3 hits yesterday, 1 hit against Alexander, who was ERA, even after 6 scores yesterday, was a 5.02, that there's not an effort problem here. You can't tell me that. I think there is. There's a focus, there's a drive problem, and there's just a competitive problem here.
Yeah, no, I do think that is it. I mean, we've talked about the roster, the skill, the talent, whatever's, the numbers and the pages. I mean, you said it, I'm probably for the past month or two, that this, obviously this roster should be playing way better than it is. And I don't know, did you hear what Posada said when he was asked?
That you can't be ever certain. It's true. It's all stuff we talked about. You know what I mean? You have to have drive, competitive nature, killer instinct. Like, we need to get back to the point where you don't want to go into Yankee Stadium. And maybe, sure, the Twins might feel like that right now because their roster's depleted and we kick their ass all the time. Any other team, though, it's like a joke, like, playing us. Like, there's no tenacity. There's no fear in the opponent.
Going back to the parallels, because, people have been questioning Judge's leadership, and then, he can't be everyone's friend, so that's, but then people are like, that's what Jeter did. But you know what? Like, Jeter had players like Posada to get in people's faces and shit like that.
Tino would take you out back.
Oh my God, dude. Yeah. Because obviously, again, like Judge, he may not change. You may not even want him to change, who he is. I mean, obviously he is great.
But he wants to be the mayor. I told you that. He really does.
Well, I mean, at that point, don't you think you can look to someone? He should look to someone else to be that kind of
But you know what the problem is? Who is he?
That's what I'm going to ask you.
Because Stanton is that guy, he's the veteran, confident, but he's lead by example. But he's not getting anyone's face. No one's getting anyone's face. I can't think of anybody on the team that's getting in anybody's face. It's clear that that's not happening, because otherwise you feel like, there would be different results. The only guy that was getting yelled at was the first base coach, and he probably has the least impact out of everything that's going on right now.
Yeah,
so
that still is ridiculous.
And a couple more here. Matthew says, "Wow, Barnes, that's crazy. You left." Yeah, I mean, it was crazy. Maybe it was the Surfsides, maybe not. Regardless, it was just a joke. Al, who we haven't heard from in a while, good to see him here. He says, guys are complacent. That's why owners want to abolish big contracts. Also, what up, guys? Hope everything's well with you, Al. And obviously, I'm sure you're equally as frustrated with the Mets. And that's true. The complacency is a joke. And I don't know. It floors me, Tony, because you have guys it seems like Jazz really wants to win. I mean, maybe he also just wants to, torch a pound too on top of it, but it's like he wants to win.
Right.
Judge is the captain. Stanton's never won anything. You would think these guys really want to win, and you can't question Stanton's effort, but maybe he doesn't do the extra things like we're talking about getting in guys' face. But specifically, Judge being the captain, it is disappointing for a guy that is my favorite player. It just doesn't seem like he's. How could he be? Getting on people and firing up the boys if you're coming out flat like this. Matt saying, what did he say? Mickey Rivers ripped them too. Yankees have no balls. And that's what it is. It's embarrassing. That's it. And and everybody sees it. other than Hal, and maybe he does see it, and Brian Cashman. I think Brian Cashman just sees himself in the mirror, to be honest. But yeah, so it's just a complete disgrace, and you're just at a loss for words because there is time left in this season. You do want to hope for the best, but this weekend was tough. This was really
terrible,
a breaking point, and it just feels like I said. I mean, just where's the fight, Tony? Could you tell me where the fight is?
There is no fight, dude.
But what is it though? It's like, oh, did Friday set the tone for the weekend? I know Grisham saved them, they win, but it's just like, what is the issue? Is it like the adversity they just fold? Is that the issue?
I guess. I mean, listen. I mean, the Astros aren't a bad team. I mean, you gotta give them some credit there. But I mean, I think at the end of the day, it is as simple as just the management. I mean, that's why there's no fight. I mean, how could you have fight when Aaron Boone is your manager? I mean, I don't care. He gets tossed. Whatever.
I
mean,
but that
nonsense.
Makes it worse.
Exactly.
Yeah.
It's like it doesn't even look that good anymore. It's not like it riles the boys up. Like it looks pathetic, dude.
It always was a joke.
Oh my God. So exactly, like, how do you have like there's gotta be like when Boone is talking in the locker room, like I guarantee you there's like players are like side-eyeing each other. Like what? Like
you really think that's
I really
think the
do.
Players, even though they say they like him, but inside they think he's a joke?
Yeah, dude.
Pushover.
Absolutely, dude. I mean, we've seen that before too, especially players to the media. Oh, coach is great. He works as hard. I mean, like, come on, dude.
He's great. He lets us light one up in the locker room. He's great.
Like,
He's great.
My God, dude.
He even rips it too with us sometimes.
And yeah, I mean, listen, I mean, Matthew Gaber saying Jez is everyone stoned out. You're talking about ripping.
But they said they don't care. I mean, is that true?
They don't care. The players don't care.
Yeah. Is it?
I find that a little hard to believe.
Some of them don't. Some more than others.
I just think that what Boone is laying down is such a, I guess the word is nonchalant attitude maybe towards these things, and it's like, I don't know. We said I think he does come in. It's like, oh, we are the Yankees, the pinstripes. Like we're gonna figure it out, whatever. Like it's right in front of us, sort of deal. And just like that attitude is what those players have. There's no sense of urgency. It doesn't feel like we're in the second week of August over there in the dugout. They're just kind of like hanging around. And I don't know. I mean, you need that guy to fire it up. And I don't know. I feel like it should be your manager. It could trickle down to your captain, to your leadership. But then if it doesn't start at management, it's like. But I mean, I don't know. I mean, do you think at one point like Judge hits a boiling point?
Has he? Has he the whole time he's been there? It doesn't seem like there's been any boiling point. You know?
So you don't think there'll be that point where he does start just calling things out to the media?
Why wouldn't it have happened by now? Aren't we way past that?
Are we way past the tipping point? I mean,
think about. I mean, this is
now. Yeah,
19 and 30, 19 and 31.
Yeah,
I mean that's so embarrassing.
Third of the division, Red Sox jumped you, right?
Yeah.
So I guess this would be the time. Who do you guys play next?
Twins, but it's just
all right.
It won't even a sweep. Honestly, won't feel good. Maybe if we outscore them 30-10, but what are the chances of that happening?
I feel like this could be like
could.
Well, yeah, it could. I mean, nothing's definite. No, I'm saying I feel it could be like that moment, like, Jacob Trouba with the Rangers against Chicago, throwing the helmet. Chicago, one of the worst teams in the league. Minnesota here, dumping their players at the deadline. They got nowhere to go. All of a sudden, maybe the Yankees lose the first two. Judge throws his helmet in the dugout, and then, you started seeing him fire the boys, maybe?
Maybe a walk-off home run tonight gets you. I don't know. But it's just like, it just feels like it shouldn't have to get to this point. And it's just really sad. And it just, what just annoys me? And I feel like we've had this conversation for 5 years now, but it's just like, I feel like the reason that this stuff can't change is because Hal is lazy and scared. And that's what it is. He's scared that bringing in, a new general manager, a new front office, that things which for our standards, it's like, how could it get worse? But that it could get worse, that the franchise could completely fall apart. But it's like, you can't keep hanging on like a thread like this. This is no way to build a championship, because you know what? Those young guys, when they come up, they follow the example of those guys that are in the clubhouse right now and those leaders. And those leaders are okay with getting embarrassed for 2 months when everything, you control your own destiny. And anytime there's a big series, you fold. And every time you get a big win, you don't follow it up. And it's just like, what type of example are you setting? And also, too, I don't think I could ever change my mind so quickly, because it was funny. We had this short last week, me going the manager thing. And then literally Friday night, the manager. I mean, would you say, because at this point, it was like expired with Williams and clutch spots, maybe a week and a half, 2 weeks ago.
Yeah.
Do you think that Boone in that situation might have been the only manager that would have put Williams in that situation, knowing you need the game so bad and you have other relievers to go to after he's been that bad? I want to pull up the game logs just to show you. And I don't care about the 3 strikeouts yesterday, but I can't see anybody else doing that.
No, I can't see a little league manager doing that. I mean, I don't know. I think
that was the most embarrassed I've been as a Yankee fan.
Like, at what point do you look and see the writing on the wall here? Like, it doesn't make any sense. And we said this like 2 weeks ago. It's like, don't put this guy in a high-level situation. And did they not, Brian, say they were like not going to go to him in high-level situations?
Try to find like some softer landing spots. It's kind of difficult. We're going to need him at the back end. Nonsense. McMonagle was talking about it on Saturday morning on the Fan. He's like, any other guy that you put in there, everyone would have been okay with it. But the fact that you went back to him after he's cost you so many games this year was just inexcusable. And that, that really was the truth. But just to give you some context, Tony, so before yesterday's scoreless performance, immaculate inning, just take a guess how many consecutive appearances with runs?
5.
Yeah.
Yeah?
5. Yep.
Yeah.
2 blown saves and 2 losses in that period of time.
Oh.
So you're talking about specifically the last 3 times you lost the game. 2 were in extra innings, and then 1 was a game where it was a 0-0 tie in Texas. So, that was just such a disgrace and a slap in the face of the fan base. And it's just like they had some meme of some guy like going nuts. I don't know if you saw it in the crowd, like hat backwards. In the crowd.
Yeah, behind it.
Fuck
no,
you,
but yeah,
Boone!
dude.
Like, just...
Oh my god, dude. Hilarious.
And then what is Ernie saying? But besides that, he should have never sent
Jazz and Cody the accidental Uber.
But then, how can someone hitting 180 get in the face of someone hitting 160? But Judge isn't hitting 160 or 180, Ernie. I'm a Judge. You know what I mean?
I think
I'm getting on my guy Judge. I tell you, I love Judge, but it's like, I don't know. How do you not, Tony? How do you not question his leadership right now? He's a great player, but this has to be held as a black mark against him. It doesn't seem like he has control of the locker room as a captain. Because I feel like it's not like you're just a leader and you're the best play and you're the unofficial captain. No, you are the captain. Like, the Yankees take this captain thing seriously, or they have in their franchise before Hal and Cashman ruined the franchise. But, right? Isn't there more pressure? There's more responsibility. It's not, you don't just get a pass as a captain.
Yeah, no, you're not wrong. It's obviously, maybe not so obviously, but Judge is in a tough position, dealing with this type of locker room, the situation that the Yankees are in, no doubt. But like you said, there isn't an excuse. You're the captain. You are held to a higher standard. You're supposed to lead your team through the muck, So, the fact that people are like, again, like going back to the comparison with Jeter and the roster that Jeter had, like, it really doesn't matter. Like, you are elected the captain. You're supposed to adapt. Like, if Judge has to do it, like, get in someone's face, it's just that's what it is at the end of the day. It's not about feelings or friendships or whatever. You're a professional ball club and you're there to win games. You're there to put the best product out on the field. Not to mention, like, I don't care if it's, again, you want to go blame Boone or Cashman for assembling the team, sure. But, I think Judge, and I'm sure you could agree with this, like, could be and should be doing more for the locker room, right?
No, like, yeah. Like, and it's just like, it just feels so discouraging. And you know me, Tony, right? I always find the silver lining, the thing to look for. And even just Saturday when Matt was over, I was saying, listen, dude, like just having a chance, that's all we need. I was so excited for the game yesterday. Had great seats, third row, outfield. And already, too, it's like you can't start with a lead. You have to be down 2-0. I don't know what Fried said. It's not the blister. I don't know. He just hasn't pitched the same the past 5-6 weeks. But that was such a momentum killer. And I just don't see how if you have any sense of urgency, you have that type of performance yesterday at home to a team that has historically embarrassed you in the playoffs.
Yeah, no, you're not wrong. I mean, there is no momentum.
No.
None.
No. And then Al asked, how would the Yankees react to Astros not getting on the playoffs? I mean, they would probably, hug them after the series, right? Because that's what they do. They're all friends. Everything's all kumbaya, right?
Yeah, no, you're not wrong, dude.
But yeah, is it a hopeless situation, though?
In terms of making the playoffs or just in terms of, like,
accomplishing the
team
goal.
In general, accomplishing the goal of winning the World Series.
No. They're the favorites. Put your tickets in right now.
I mean, no, it's never a hopeless.
It's not over yet.
Yeah, it's not over yet, dude.
I do feel delirious talking about this. I'm not gonna lie.
I mean, I don't know, man. It's just I don't blame you because again, like the Devin Williams thing, the leadership thing. We've been talking about this for weeks now.
Right.
And so, like, yeah, it should be, making you delirious. It should be nauseating because it's just like
sick to my stomach.
Again, it's just like for people like us, for most people, it seems like the writing is on the wall. Like, and I know I keep saying that, but it is. It's out there. Like, it's like what you have to do. Like how to fix this team. The players do at least. To get this locker room jump started, and it just doesn't seem like something that's happening. Like it just seems like they're not making any of the right decisions.
And it's just and also tell me, and I know, listen, sports has been going on for so long. There's so many examples. I can't think of a more storied franchise that has refused to have any type of reaction to not succeeding when they've always had the highest standard in the entire league. And I've seen so less heralded organizations get rid of guys because of stuff like we've seen with the Yankees.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, right? Have we ever seen this before in any sport? A team with this type of power, money, expectations, history to not make a move when they know, there's no way they don't know deep down that it's like, this isn't working. I've never seen it before. I mean, I think this is Boone's 8th season. And we've seen last 4 or 5 years, sure, they were in the World Series last year, but what happened in the World Series? Also where you collapse every point in the season, and they've not changed anything. Have we seen this, Tony? Have we seen this? And after that disaster 2 years ago where you didn't make the playoffs, it had the worst season in 30 years.
I don't think I've ever seen that before.
So, I mean, what is the adjective? Is it just embarrassing when we're just talking about considering, the history of the franchise? This is one of the most embarrassing times I think we've ever faced, honestly.
Yeah, I would say so. I would use, embarrassment as an adjective to describe it, maybe some incompetence, at a pretty high level. But, I mean, I don't know. I mean, at this point, I know we were talking Get the Job Done World Series. But, I mean, where you're standing when they're making the playoffs?
I mean, what's tough? I guess, like, just because they should, I'm going to say that they will. But how could you even say the way that they've been playing, the 2-month stretch, not being able to follow one, blowing games late? How could you say to me that you're confident that they're going to make the playoffs? Can you?
No.
And what would you lean towards? Not making it? Just complete burnout.
I guess. I mean, like you said, though, it's just that, in my head, I'm like, because they should make it. They're probably gonna make it.
Right.
But it's tough to give a definite yes there.
And then Ernie says Boone has no heart, which means Judge has no heart, which means the Yankees have no heart, which I really do agree with. I really do. And let's add Hal and Cashman into that mix as well. And then, Fishboy says, it's not over till the season's over. Believe me, I watched the team go for 2% chance to make the playoffs, but you're right. They don't have any fight in them. And then Ernie also says, when you see Judge get riled up, gentle giant shit is cool. So you need some, what is he? Feet to the fucking fire. That's what he meant, right?
Yeah,
Basically.
I think so.
So yeah, I mean, all good points.
Feet fight for fun is what he says.
All good points. But, as a, lifelong, diehard fan, you got so close last year. You just hate looking at things now and feeling like you're further away from getting back to where you're dying to get back to. It's just a tough feeling, and it's just like, what is the hope? Where is the hope? And we could talk about Spencer Jones and Jason Dominguez like improving. With Jason Dominguez, I think it's been a little disappointing for me this year. I think he's been fine, and he can still get to where we need to be. But like, we're just gonna rely on them, Lombard, maybe Ben Hess, Schlittler's development. Garrett Cole coming back. But where is the hope, Tony? I mean, what is something that you could even point to? I mean, just that you have Aaron Judge, right? I mean,
yeah, that you have Aaron Judge,
and you have Stan for the playoffs, right?
You're gonna assume Fried will figure it out.
Yeah. The bullpen is good,
other than Williams.
You're right.
But it does also seem at this point that maybe Boone has learned about not putting Williams in high leverage situations.
Mm-hmm.
It is really crazy how when there isn't much pressure on him that he does pitch very well.
But then,
like that.
But you know why he. Today, I swear to God, I know you're going to make fun of your stance, but today I know this is going to happen. I know it. I just know it. There's going to be a save situation, a tight game, late. He's going to pitch the 8th inning. Guarantee it. He can't help it. He has to try it. He has to get him in after one outing when you're getting crushed yesterday. He's going to do it. If it's not today, it's over these extra games. I guarantee he is in for a holder save. What would you say? He can't stay away from it. He just can't.
Yeah, I guess probably a whole.
Because you know what'll happen too. Even if it's not today, the other guys didn't pitch yesterday, whatever. So they use all the top guys today. Then tomorrow, you're a little shorthanded. You could use Hill. Williams is available. Maybe Weaver for a couple outs. So then he's gonna make that excuse, and I guarantee it that one of these next 3 games he's gonna come in a tight spot. He's gonna, after doing it for one appearance, and it's like one appearance isn't gonna work. Nothing will probably work, but you gotta give it. I mean, what would you say? I mean, at least kind of 5 appearances.
Yeah, I would say a week.
Yeah. Oh my God. So that's really it, which is obviously there's just nothing good to hope, other than historically you've killed the Twins. They've killed their roster. They traded everybody. They have a bad starting pitcher on the mound, but the Astros had a bad starting pitcher on the mound yesterday. So, I mean, what difference is that going to make? Well, Warren, okay, he's pitched kind of well, so that's it. So it's just hoping that Warren, against a weak hitting lineup, can pitch well, and that you can actually, for once, jump on Matthews here in the first inning and score 5 and win 12-4. Hoping nice. For, expecting it, no. Hoping, yes. So that's it. Let's see what happens. And yeah, I mean, I know it's like you said, parallel wise. I mean, you have the same feeling right now, and you don't understand it either, I'm sure, with the Mets. To be this bad. What is it? 9 out of 10?
Yeah.
Or 10 out of 11?
10 out of 11 now. Yeah.
I mean, right? No matter what. Yeah. I don't care what, the rat, the this, or that, right? Don't you not even want to hear it? Absolute joke.
Yeah, dude. I mean, to get swept by back-to-back teams here and oh my God, dude. I mean, I understand, Milwaukee seems to be starting something a little special over there. But boy, dude, the fashion in which you're losing these games. You talk about momentum killers, on Friday. I mean, you get Senga who, puts out a solid outing. Your bullpen does
Stanek?
well, dude. Yes, it was Stanek.
Jay must have.
Jay.
Was he going nuts about it?
Yeah, he was. But it's just and then I don't know. I mean, I understand I don't understand Brandon Woodruff was their guy, their ace pitcher. But the guy's barely pitched in 2 seasons. Yeah. And you let him go a very, very. I think he threw less than 80 pitches over 7 innings, Brian. Mm-hmm. Oh my, it just seemed especially for a pitcher like that, it's I don't know, wouldn't you want to wait on pitches? I mean, they're swinging at first pitches that are in the dirt.
No strategy.
No strategy, dude. Oh my God, dude. It's just just sit,
yeah.
I feel especially for him, for Woodruff with the lack of, I guess, high pitch count starts this season. Just wait, like wait for a pitch, wait for something that's good to swing at, like make him make mistakes. But instead, he's great through 7 innings, efficient, dude. Less than 80 pitches. I haven't remembered the last time somebody less than 80 pitches over 7 innings.
Right.
I mean, come on, dude. The guy's throwing 11 pitches an inning. In any case, and then listen, I don't blame Marte. I don't know if you saw that, but I want to say it was the bottom. It was in the 9th inning that an opportunity to tie the game up. Marte hit a double, I think, with 1 out. And then I forget, I think somebody struck out or something, but McNeil single to right, Marte second to home, thrown out at home. Great play by the Brewers outfielder. I forget his name right now. But that's, just momentum killer. Like it did look like, again, like runner on second, 1 out in the 9th, you're down by 1. Like it seemed like you had an opportunity to tie it here. And instead the final out is a play at the plate. Which is brutal, and then obviously you get to in a game too where Soto I think homered in the 1st inning, 2nd inning I think.
But then which game was it? Was it Saturday that he struck out to end the game?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, dude.
And then he hit another home run.
Yes.
So he hit homer back to back.
Yeah, which is great. And again, and you see Alonso, obviously tying Strawberry's record, and obviously I mean that's going to be well.
But I guess
broken.
he's going to be a Brewer right now. In the comments, Al.
Alonso will be a Brewer now. Oh wow, dude.
See, one thing people have been like, I don't. Maybe I'm wrong. You'd know better, Tony. But I feel like there's no way Alonso's leaving. Like I just feel like I know Stearns is frugal, but obviously Cohen has that extra say. Why would he let him go? I don't understand. If he's going to pay $760 for Soto, he's not going to pay $300 for Alonso.
Yeah, you're not wrong. I mean, they're really. I don't know. I don't know if Al here has. Some
because other people have said that. It's not just
Um,
Al. I don't know if you've heard. They're like, oh, I don't know, Alonso. Like, not be here.
I mean, yeah, I think that was always kind of somewhat of a sentiment, but I don't know. I never put much stock into it.
Yeah. So you're assuming that it's gonna get done.
Yes.
It might be like pulling teeth at times.
Yeah.
With Stearns, right? I mean, with this.
I'm sure it will.
Yeah.
And obviously, especially on Friday. I mean, offense being a big problem. And obviously, I guess a lot still depends on how Alonso does the rest of the regular season. I mean, let's not forget too. I mean, a lot of people assumed Alonso wouldn't be on the team this season either.
Right.
And then, hits a big home run off of Devin Williams. He has a nice late push there last season, and here he is,
And he says he just hits well in Milwaukee. He loves the Mets, but you see the Brewers are spending big. Really, though? I feel like the Brewers don't spend big. No?
Yeah, I mean, I feel like they don't either. I mean, I feel like they're always one of those teams that, they don't spend a lot of money, and they try to make miracles out of what they have, and obviously they're one of the teams that does well with it. But
so that's the thing. Even if they were going to give him money, they're going to give him $300 million. And even if they did, I don't know. I just don't think. I don't think that Stearns is going to, or really Cohen will let Alonso go.
I don't think so either, dude.
Wilpons, yes.
Yes.
Cohen, no.
Especially, I don't know. Especially if Milwaukee is really interested, and Stearns gets wind of that. Like, do you really think he's going to
Yeah, essentially, his old team.
let Alonso go to his old team?
And the
Like,
only thing, I don't know.
dude.
I mean, is he Cashman value chart, though, where he's not going to extend to a certain thing? Or is it just Cohen with the push? I mean, his hands are tied. He's going to have to.
Yeah, I think so. I think at the end of the day, it's going to be Cohen with the push. Like,
Yeah.
Stearns is value, yes. But I don't know. I mean, they seem like an owner and a GM who are relatively on the same page
Right.
and have a good line of communication,
Right.
And we know that Cohen is that guy, is that owner that is going to say, like, no, we're gonna keep Alonso. I'm gonna sign the check.
Yeah.
But so I don't know. I guess time will tell. And me personally, I hope that he does stay. I mean, I think it'll be a hole in the lineup, a hole at first base.
Like almost to where you have to match anything.
Yeah, you almost kind of have to match it. And I do think that Alonso would want to stay with the Mets,
Trying to think about like what the deal, the most that the deal will be. 6-7 years. I mean, probably less than 300, really, right? If it's 6 years, it's not going to be 300. It's not going to be $50 million a year.
No, there's no
It'd be
way.
like 200 to 250, I guess, right?
206 years, 250. Yeah, that sounds about right.
Yeah.
Which is, I don't know, that's a good
I
value
guess
for him.
if Lester's
275.
Like I don't know. The Red Sox want to give him a big deal. I don't know. They got out of the Devers deal. I don't know. Because that was rumored in the offseason.
Yeah.
Not that I want to see that.
No, definitely not, dude. I don't think anybody wants to really see that here. But I guess time will tell. But like I said, I would expect, I don't know. I would expect the Cohen to match whatever's on the table.
Yeah.
There's really no reason not to do that.
Pollock calling for him to come to Detroit, my guy.
I think you had enough over there. All right, dude.
He honestly, Comerica, he wouldn't want to hit there. All 80
Comerica.
games a year. It's like playing, I don't know, a football field.
Yeah, no, very true, dude. He wouldn't want to play there either. No way.
Alonso is the only one slightly consistent this year. Like I said, the other guys with big contracts are complacent. Lindor, Soto, and even
Nimmo, dude. Interesting that complacent is the word that he uses. I mean, it was no doubt about Nimmo has just been dog shit.
Can the Mets afford another big contract?
It's
Cohen. Blank checks.
Yeah, dude, it is. It is Cohen. He can afford the big contract. I do worry though if the Mets do implode a little bit, because I mean now they're obviously 5.5 games back of the Phillies. You kind of backed yourself into a pretty tough wild card race in the NL too. So I mean, as we've seen though, I mean, look at last season. I mean, look at almost every year. It just seemed that the Mets love to have those September games, those series down the stretch of the season against the Braves, the Nationals, even any divisional player. That just these games mean everything. It's just that it just seems that they just need that to happen every year. So I mean, I think if it's not crazy to say that they're still going to make the playoffs here or possibly even win the division. I mean, I know a lot of teams. A lot of people are saying that, the Phillies 5.5, they're buzzing, dude. They swept whoever this weekend, whoever they played, I forget. And now I think they're playing Cincinnati, which is pretty funny. But in any case, in the back of my head, I do think if the Mets end up missing the playoffs this year, I mean, I don't know. I mean, Stearns and Cohen are going to have to force to consider a shakeup, right?
But where you're saying where they wouldn't re-sign Alonso?
I mean, what else would the shakeup be at that point?
Lindor, Dave?
Are you going to move him?
Soto back to the
How?
Yankees?
That's not going to happen.
Nah, I know it's not going to. We don't want him back anyway, but.
I mean, I don't know, dude. It's just like, they're going to have to do something.
And then first of all, John says if Pete goes to Seattle, which doesn't seem like a fit again with the ballpark.
No, T-Mobile.
And then Al says, this core's going to get us a ring.
I think they could. I don't know, man.
Any concern with Soto, though? He's a good player, but just his drive now that he has this contract.
No. I mean.
But you don't think that he should be, having a better year? Or is it I said before the season, big contract, new team, first year?
Yes. I think we've seen that a lot.
That's what it is?
At the end of the day, probably. Listen, I'm not going to sit here. I mean, when the rest of the lineup is also sucking ass.
Yeah.
And to single out Soto, but I don't think. I mean, listen, dude, he has to feel the pressure of the media. He has to feel the pressure of people wanting the Mets to succeed. People assuming that they will succeed with him. I don't think he's just going to sit back and be. I got my fat check. I don't care what you guys have to say. I don't think he's like that. I really don't. So, I mean, I think that, he will try hard to be better. When will that happen? I don't know. I mean, we've talked about it. Obviously, the average has not been great. A lot of the looks at the plate have not been great.
And I feel like he's come up in big spots and not, right?
Yeah.
He can hit the homer in the first, but he can hit in the 8th or 9th.
I mean, I would. It's been a handful of times. I can count on one finger how many times I've seen that, dude. Yeah, it's tough, dude. I mean, it goes back to really, first series of the year against Houston. Honestly, is striking out. To possibility to win the game. I mean, that's been him all year long. And he says get towards the playoffs and let Soto eat. And I agree with that. I mean, I think you put a guy like that who does care. It's going back to my point where I think he does care about winning. You put him in a situation like the playoffs. And I think he'll perform big. I mean, he did for the Yankees.
Not in the World Series, though.
Not in the World Series. Well, I mean, nobody did, I guess.
But, I mean, that doesn't mean that he couldn't have.
No, that's true. That's true. You're not wrong. And then John Pollock says 21 days until the Twins play against the Mets.
Smack talk there, huh?
A little bit, dude.
Talking shit.
A couple of my buddies actually went to the Brewers games. They were in Milwaukee.
Who was it?
Who were my friends?
Yeah, that went.
Tom Patika and Chris Kennedy.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Guys you haven't met.
Gotcha.
Both Yankee fans. They were there to go to Milwaukee.
Oh, boy.
And they were like,
well, actually, it's funny because that's what I did way back when.
So
Never would happen again.
They went to Miller, the brewery.
Yes, the brats, the cheese
dudes.
curds.
It would be a great fucking time,
Yeah.
I will say, dude. But in any case, not a great time, obviously, for the Mets. We went through Saturday too, and obviously, a game like yesterday too.
Who blew it?
Helsley and Diaz both blew it. Diaz gave off the final walk off.
No, but I thought. No, but who did Helsley come in before? Was it Stanek or no?
No.
Because whoever was in before.
Did he come in for Garrett?
Maybe Garrett, but whoever was pitching before blew it. You know what I mean?
Well,
like they all blew it, but
they all blew it.
Rogers, I guess, or unless I'm thinking of the other game. Maybe I'm thinking of the other game. Okay.
Yeah, I think maybe you are.
Because that's yesterday, 7-6.
Yeah, 7-6 was yesterday.
Okay, so yeah, then it was
Was Saturday? You're thinking?
Yeah.
Yeah,
with
dude.
Stanek,
With
that's what it was.
Stanek, dude.
Yeah.
Yes, Helsley came in after Stanek, and I mean, I don't know. Helsley has not been great.
No.
Like, I'm not gonna lie.
New team, pending free agency.
It's tough, dude. I mean, he's just he's had a couple good glimpses. I mean, his pitches are good. His velocity's good. Just giving up a lot of hits. I feel like I can't remember the last time he had where he was like just looking solid, no hits, no problems.
Yeah.
In a game like this where you led early,
Manaea wasn't great.
Manaea wasn't great, but your offense was, and your bullpen was, at least the top half of your bullpen was.
Priester had actually been pitching well too going into this.
Priester was, yeah, dude. So I don't know. Again, I mean, so start off the hitting. You had Beatty's 12th home run of the season, Mullins' first home run as a Met, and this was all in the fourth inning. You had a 5-run lead, 5-0, Brian.
Yeah.
And you lose at 6-7. I mean, that can't happen in a walk-off fashion, too. I mean, it's just not like these losses they're having are just absolutely gut-wrenching. Like the 3-2 on Friday. I mean, you can go back to obviously, against Cleveland, against San Francisco, against San Diego. I mean, these losses have been so tight. They've been where either you just can't hit it all and you lose 3-2, or you're hitting a lot, your bullpen blows it, your stars are not giving you length, dude. I mean, you can't, for God's sakes, dude. I mean, Manaea and Senga need to start giving you deeper innings. Like, how the fuck is Brendan Woodruff coming in from missing almost 2 seasons and he's pitching 6 innings easily?
Imagine if Alexander was on the hill and you got one hit through him.
Like what? Yeah, like what?
Same thing. The
Parallels. How are the pitchers you're matched up against are killing you? And you got Senga and Manaea who can't get through 6 innings, can't make it to the 6th inning.
But is part of that, like, because this is how I look at it with the Yankees. Part of it a lack of focus and an effort, and not to say not completely trying, but not trying hard enough.
I mean, I guess.
Right? If you really want it, though. You know what I mean? Like, and if you really, really are driven, I just don't see how you have performances like we saw this weekend.
But I mean, I don't know, Brian. I mean, like, if you're a player on the Yankees or the Mets in the scenarios you're in with the amount of, money that was been put into this team, I mean, how are you not putting in maximum effort at all times?
Well, kind of tired. It was a long road trip.
What is that?
Williams has been kind of killing us.
What is that?
Exactly.
Like what? Like.
But that's everything I'm saying.
What does that even mean?
Exactly.
What does that mean?
Everything I'm saying. So it's just there's no excuse at the end of the day. And then Allison's got some prospects that moved up. It was kind of funny. I kind of had a little back and forth with Hot Take Johnny.
Oh, boy.
And actually, Matt was there for it. It was on Friday in the Discord. Because earlier in the year, I had gotten into some argument with him because I was saying, like, you can't rely on that rotation. And then he randomly goes, yeah, like, if we make the playoffs, these 2 pitching prospects, they should start those playoff games. And then I was like, whoa, wait a second.
Really?
Like, you told me at the beginning of the year, like, the rotation's set. Now you're telling me you want 2 guys who haven't even made their debut to start the playoffs? And it was like this whole, like, back and forth thing. It was just kind of funny. Made me think of that.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, I guess we'll see. But obviously, pitching, which was a hole at the deadline, starting rotation specifically, I mean, it still seems to be a big problem. So
yeah. So what would you say? Panic meter.
Panic meter. I don't know, between 1 and 10, like a 7.
I'm going to
7.5?
say
9.
9.
Oh gosh, dude.
Al says 10.
Al says 10 out of 10.
Yeah.
Really, Al? I mean, like, there's no, like, I don't know. I mean, obviously, things aren't going well at all, but I mean, there's not.
But I mean, it is.
But it's just with how well the team was doing at the start of the season,
Dude,
with less.
But the parallels, Tony. Literally the parallels.
Oh.
The records over the last 50 games are similar. Losing games you should win. Letting them get away late.
Oh,
you know?
Man, yeah.
Who are the Mets playing now?
Fucking off today, and then they're at home against Atlanta.
At home. Oh, right.
At home against the Braves.
Lindor with all the errors. It's just weird. Things aren't right. And somebody's talking about some drama with him and Soto.
Come on, right?
I'm not kidding. Yeah, they were talking about it.
I haven't heard that.
Fan, yeah, just like it seems like they're not copacetic. Weird atmosphere. Maybe that's what it is. It would be 8 out of 10 if I was a Mets fan. John says.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, obviously, there's been locker room troubles, I suppose, with this roster.
Rats.
But I don't know. I haven't really heard much about a Soto Lindor scuffle.
Yeah.
I mean, listen, fucking fine, fight each other, figure it out. Get something going.
One thing I would say, because how everyone says like, "Oh, Mark Taylor's best friend," like Soto and Lindor, like should be best friends. And I know it's like, okay, you play with, you know what I mean? It's like doesn't mean you're best friends, but it's like they're gonna be there a long time, or they're supposed to be there for a long time together. So it's like those two need to be on the same page. Is what I'm getting at.
Absolutely, dude. You're absolutely right. And I mean, I don't know. I mean, I think the leadership with Lindor is good. I don't know.
Dave.
I think they can figure it out.
Yeah. But I haven't been paying attention to it, but he's not hitting and making errors, Lindor.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I mean, he's made odd errors all year long, like sporadically.
Like throws?
I don't know if it's more yips as it is just maybe lack of focus, maybe, or, a lot of it sometimes comes on transfers, so maybe he's just kind of thinking, he's not focused on the transfer, I guess, so I think maybe it does come from lack of focus. And maybe that is because there is, something odd going on in the locker room, a lack of cohesiveness. Mm-hmm. But again, I mean, I don't know. I mean, why they can pull themselves out of it? I mean, they did last year.
Yeah.
Right?
But Al says I think the casual essence of Soto probably really bothers Lindor.
Really?
I mean, see, Tony? I mean, it's a fair point. Sense of urgency.
Yeah. No, yeah. I mean, again, I didn't, I mean, if I was Lindor, if I was a leadership on this roster and so saying he doesn't know what the problem is, the plate, it's I don't know. Like,
yeah, I did hear that.
That really pissed me off. That was, I think, after Cleveland.
No, but also I just feel like it's just a theme. He's just terrible with like interviews.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah, dude. I don't know. Sometimes he's like, I don't know, trying to be kind of funny, but then
you think he's trying to be funny?
I don't know. Maybe sometimes he seems stoned. Honestly,
yeah,
like he's just like kind of out of it.
He definitely is. Yeah.
Maybe they all are, dude.
Yeah. So yeah, it's a dumpster fire. It's tough, but I mean, there's nothing else to do. And I'm just kind of curious because I understand it now. Maybe last week I'm like ripping on Mark a little bit, but I really do understand the whole how people are just checked out at this point. Both teams, because I mean it's just been that bad. But do you does it annoy you though the people that say that they're big fans when they go, "Oh yeah, I'm done with this season anyway"? Because it's like if you're actually a big fan and you could feel like you're done, but it's just as well as I, Tony. Both teams, if they were to sweep their series this week, then you're right back to square one, back in it, route.
Yeah.
So like if you're saying you're done,
that's bullshit.
You're not really done, or you weren't that big of a fan in the first place.
Right
or no?
Yeah, no, you're not wrong. Like you're probably not that big of a fan.
Yeah. So
you're a liar.
Are my expectations gone? Yes, but the interest is still there. Hopefully they don't torture me tonight. But yeah, let's see what happens. And then Ernie says he thinks in 2012 when Stearns, Hadrian, Calder caused a wormhole universe, which the Yankees haven't been the same since. What does that mean? Is that from a show?
No, it is in real life. There's there's like a I don't know, science lab in CERN.
Where's CERN?
Switzerland, I believe.
Okay. Next to Minsk.
It's like, I don't know. They fucking take atoms and throw them at each other at really high speeds and
Atoms?
make them collide. Yeah, atoms. Like
Like
ATOMS,
okay.
like atoms.
Yeah.
You know, kind of like how they made an atom bomb. Like when
Yeah.
they realized these, you know. So he's just kind of making a joke how it called.
Yeah.
You know.
Oh, I thought he was being serious because I was going to say, Ernie, it's not an atom. It's not a scientific formula. It's Hal Steinbrenner, Brian Cashman, and Aaron Boone. That's the formula. And I don't think it's a coincidence that you haven't done anything since Jeter left. Honestly, I think that's a big thing. We could still get back out there, but as we've said time and time and time, and we're probably going to still say it again, you just changes have to be made. So will there be? Who knows? But he says alternate universe, we're the good old Angels teams.
Oh,
But yeah, so that's that. Hopefully, head out of the water tonight. Did you update the picks from Thursday?
I was
think I
working
did
on that
well.
right now, dude. Let's see.
Because it was only 2, because there was only 4 games. I think I went like 3-1, 4-0.
3-1, 4-0 from Thursday on standby. All right. Let's see. What do you think you went? 4-0?
Or 3-1, something like that.
Oh, sorry. Here from Thursday.
Because I had the Mariners. I thought I had the under.
You had Mariners in the under. Yep.
Yep.
So that was that's yeah, that's 2-0 right there. I can't find. I don't know where I wrote it down. What the hell? Did I write it down somewhere else?
Oh, and then I had the Pirates in the under.
Pirates in the under.
So I think that's 4-0.
4-0. Yeah.
And I don't know who you picked for you. I want to say you
I had
picked
the
them.
A's, Brent Rooker.
Okay.
I had the over.
I picked up Lopez for fantasy. That was good timing.
Nice, dude. Yeah, I don't know. I can't believe I don't know where I wrote this down. Did I not write it down? There's no way.
Really have to. I mean, you could look at the archives later and get.
Yeah, I think I will
pick.
have to.
Yeah.
I'll go back and look.
But where does the 4-0 put me?
4-0 right now would put you at 20-8.
Dude,
Pretty
we're coming
solid.
out firing.
Firing.
I started first, so it is your pick. And like I said, you could update yours
Yeah,
later. But let's do another edition, 6-pack MLB pick segment, Hirsch Law Firm, all of that here on a Monday. Will the misery continue for the Yankees? We'll get that in a second because I don't think Tony's going to start there. But where will he start? That's the question.
No, yeah, I'm not going to start with the Yankees. It would be kind of crazy, but I'm not going to do it here. I mean, there's a ton of games here on this beautiful Monday, August 11th. Dude.
Positivity
Uh,
through the roof.
Trying to remain positive, dude.
Feeling extra negative.
Dude, I mean, fading the White Sox isn't a terrible idea, I suppose. And I think I will do that to start off the picks here today, dude. I know, John Pollock, maybe he was tossing some shade, the Mets, whatever, dude. But it's a White Sox. Give me a break. And it's also Elvis Peguero. Looked like he was a pitcher for Milwaukee. Not sure what much of him. Seems like not pitched a lot. Maybe even a bullpen piece. I don't know. But it seems like he has a 7-1 innings pitched here. 4.91 ERA through those 7 innings. 4 walks, 5 Ks, 8 hits, dude. And I see Detroit just really pouncing on him. Detroit surely needs it. They did win 2 out of 3 against LA over the weekend, but they still have dropped 3 of their last 5. The White Sox aren't good either. Over-under 8.5. Chris Paddock also not great. 4-10. I say he doesn't get his 5th win of the year. But he better get, I don't know, 6 innings, maybe 3 earned runs. Detroit puts up 7 on good old Elvis, who's going to be leaving the building a loser, giving the Tigers and the over.
All right. Yankee Stadium wasn't the place to be yesterday afternoon. Thought it would be. Will it be this evening? Yankees, Twins, Will Warren towing the slab for the Yankees in this one, opposed by Zebby Matthews. 3-3, 5-1-7 in 38 and a third innings pitched. Yankees, heavy favorites, minus 185. Twins, plus 155 on the money line, reeling 56 61. Yankees reeling 62 and 56. And you look at the recent games, the Twins, despite selling, have actually won 4 out of 5. So are we going to see some of their best baseball? Buxton is on the injured list, so this should be a walk in the park, but will it? And speaking of will Devin Williams be brought in a big spot today? He better not be, but we all could see it happening. So I think, it should be a blowout, so I'm going to go opposite of what I think here. And it's going to be a nail biter. It's going to be a save opportunity. Maybe Bednar needs to have a 5-out save again and going. But I think they'll end up winning 5-4. So squeaker, nail biter, season not over yet. Yankees win 5-4. Yankees in the over.
Yankees and the over, dude. I know, kind of a weird situation actually over there for the Phillies against Cincinnati, dude. 6:10 p.m. The Phillies playing the Reds here. Taijuan Walker matched up against Andrew Abbott. Interesting here. I mentioned the Mets being 5.5 games back of the Phillies. Wild card race. The Reds, a game and a half behind them for the wild card. So it's like almost like, who do you want to win here sort of deal. And I say F that, all right? I want the Reds to win because we're going for the division. I don't give a shit. Over under 9.5. It's definitely going to... actually, you know what, dude? I say Reds win this one. Andrew Abbott, 8 scoreless innings. No-hitter through 5. Taijuan Walker, tattooed on the mound. Ellie with a homer. Kyle Schwarber 0 for 4 with 4 strikeouts. I say Reds take this one. I say 4-1. Reds in the under. F the Phillies.
All right. Freeway Series, Angel Stadium, Anaheim, California. Yoshinobu Yamamoto.
Nice one.
Versus, I believe it's Jose Soriano. And Yamamoto's been great. 2.51, 10-7. 139 Ks, 122 innings. Soriano less than a strikeout per inning, 7-9, 401. Angels 50-60-62. Dodgers 68-50. Did lose a nail biter to the Blue Jays last night, but the Angels have lost 4 out of 5, and I think the good times continue for the Dodgers. Not so much for the Angels. Yamamoto, I think 6 scoreless, 9 strikeouts. Ohtani, 4th inning granny. Dodgers all over the Angels here. 9-3. Dodgers over.
All right, next game, last game, third game, final game for me, dude. Sorry, then Dodgers overs. All right, we're going to continue in the wild card race here for the NL. Why not? Padres versus the Giants here. A little bit of a California flavor yet again. 9:45 p.m. Logan Webb towing the sum against a Yu Darvish. Seems like Yu Darvish seems to suck against any team that not named the New York Mets. And of course the Giants here. Logan Webb. I know the record doesn't show up, but 3.24 ERA, pretty solid for him. And I'm gonna say, bottom of the 9th, dude. Why not? Willie Adames, 19th homer of the season, walks it off. Okay, Giants go on to win this game. I'm gonna say 5-4. Giants and the over. Bang.
Third game, final game. Dakin Park. I didn't even know it was called that. I thought it was Minute Maid, but I guess they just changed the sponsorship there.
Really?
But give me the Red Sox, unfortunately, over the Astros. Even though they're 26-32 away, Garrett Crochet pitching like Bob Gibson this year. 13-4, 2.24. Christian Javier, season debut. Tough landing spot. Correa's first game back. Bregman's first game back in Houston. But I think the Red Sox final laugh. Crochet has been so dominant. I honestly think he's going to have a complete game shutout. And I think the Red Sox win 2-0. Kind of poetic. Alex Bregman, go-ahead homer in the 7th. Red Sox under. Just like that. MLB six-pack pick segment. Hirsch Law Firm. All of that. Yeah, I mean, I think the biggest question, will the misery continue? As Matthew says, have you negativity? They ruined the summer, huh?
You talked to Matt this weekend. How's his negativity?
Dude, like I said, I didn't really talk to him yesterday because I was at the game, but he was over Saturday night. We was on the ball. I'm saying, listen, it's not good, but we still have a chance. He agreed, and now it's, now you're just, everything is just a dumpster fire. So
Everything's a dumpster fire.
you have to win tonight, so go do it. Go show it. Show you have some heart. That's all I would say. So, and show us another edition of the Immaculate Grid here on a Monday. The Red Sox, the Giants, the Royals, the Blue Jays, the 2000 hits, the first base. A lot of different places to go as we get that grid pulled
dudes.
back up. Just thinking here, Mike Sweeney, Royals, first base.
I was thinking Mark Canha.
He definitely played first for them.
I know for a fact he did, yeah.
Then Canha.
Mark Canha.
0.1, there you go.
Bang, dude.
Not too shabby.
How do you feel about doing Flores for first base for Giants?
Do it.
I feel like he wouldn't be too much.
3%.
All right, not bad there.
I think I have a good one for the bottom right.
Bottom right. Oh, what do you got?
Joe Mauer.
Joe Mauer. 2%. All right, dude.
Catcher, right?
Yeah. I feel like we could use Batista for Toronto, Kansas City. Jose Batista.
Yep.
2018. Bang.
Rajah Davis, Giants, Blue Jays.
Giants, Blue Jays.
Blue Jays, yeah.
Nice,
There we
dude.
go. 2000 hits
For
Blue
the
Jays.
Jays.
Um,
I think Boston and San Francisco, not the obvious.
Boston, San Francisco. 2,000 career hits for Boston. I'm kind of thinking
Babe Ruth.
Yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah, why not? Nice.
2%. All right, there we go.
Trying to think about guy. Oh, Frank Thomas, Blue Jays.
Blue Jays. Good old Frank. 2008.
That
There we
top
go.
one,
Yep.
4%. Very nice, sir. Come on, dude. Come on.
Dude, the blackjack dealer last night kept saying "good hit" when you were like hit 20.
Good hit.
Yeah. 6, 20. Good hit.
Come on.
Yeah. Come on. Good hit.
Jesus, bro. The Giants.
Oh wow, bro.
There we go.
Josh B is ridiculous, dude.
So we got those picks in.
Yeah, I'll update him. Thank you, Josh.
The Boston. So obviously the Panda, I think, is probably too much. Did Jake Peavy pitch for the Red Sox? I feel like he did. No.
I want to say he did, right?
Yeah, I feel like do that one. But or you think it's hey or no?
I don't know.
Edgar Renteria?
Can you think
Renteria? Right?
Renteria was
Giants and
Red Sox.
Yeah, you go
okay,
Renteria.
2%.
Nice,
Nice, dude. There we go. That's good.
What are we looking at here? So it's 8, 10, 16, 19, 21. 21 and change, and then we just need a good one here for Kansas. For it's starting in Kansas. I'm Jeremy Schaap. I don't know why I'm blanking on the Boston, Kansas City thing here. Was Hosmer on the Red Sox?
I don't think Hosmer was.
No?
I don't think so.
For some reason.
You think so?
Yeah, but I could be wrong. I go Hosmer.
Tommy
Go
Pham. No, Bill Hosmer.
yeah.
All right, yeah. Just do it.
Eric.
5%.
Okay.
There we go,
So,
dude. 26.
Not bad, right?
Not bad at all.
Given the
dude.
state of things. You
Yes, dude. We survived.
know? And then Josh with the picks. We
Yeah, I'll
appreciate
update that right now, dude.
And as you're updating that, other than that, I guess, big storyline really, other than the golf and the baseball, which you already talked about, was just the first full week of preseason football. Jets and Giants getting wins. Not that matters, but we did see Josh's guy, Justin Fields, running it in for the score. Were you guys watching the Jets game at all?
Yeah, a little bit, dude. A little bit.
Or just in man or no?
Yeah, it was a couple of
Goosebumps?
mans. Yep, absolutely, dude.
Like new team. No, Glenn though. Tell me that Aaron Glenn is not the type of manager the Yankees do. He seems like he gets fucking
Yeah, he does.
tight,
Oh,
dude.
yeah, dude.
Like there's no, because it's that Bill Parcells influence.
Oh, absolutely. Sorry, just doing the numbers here.
You do that. But yeah, I think he only got in one drive, but had the rushing touchdown. So good to see that.
I'm 16-12.
16-12, so struggling here, huh?
Yeah, a little bit, dude. Well, you've been doing really well, so
Yeah. No, it is just like I don't know, because the Yankees are still fucking me, but I guess I'm getting everything else right
yeah.
for a change. But so that was really the story with the Jets. You had Jackson Dart, I think, looked pretty good for the Giants as well. 12-19, 154 and a score. Dart, DeVito, and Winston all throwing touchdown passes. Russell Wilson one drive, 6-7 for 28 yards. And then I guess Shadur had his debut for the Browns. 2 touchdowns, 14-23, as they beat Carolina. But these preseason games, I mean, I just feel like you really can't go by them at all. I don't think there's any other than like rookies, like getting their first action. I feel like there's nothing to even go of, and even that can be fool's gold.
It is fool's gold.
Because I went to Mark Sanchez's first career preseason. Oh, he looks great. Looks awesome.
I bet he did, dude. I bet he did.
And then he looked like shit. And I went to Sam Darnold's first one too.
Oh wow. Well, that's what because we were watching it even last night too on the tables. They had TVs obviously above the tables, and they were saying the same shit. It's like like who flash in the pan for some of these guys, even Justin Fields too.
Right,
I mean, like you don't really know what these guys are gonna be looking like, dude. So, dude, it was so funny too on the tables last night. Mike and I sat down. This is right after we wrapped up, and we were like stoked because it was Sunday. Tables were at 15, and nobody was there, dude. Tables were empty. Sick. Sit down, just Mike and I. This guy comes over, older man, after a couple of hands, sits down. Mind if I play? Sure. Sit down. He's chatting, whatever, dude. And he was like betting a little erratically, I guess. And he was like, he definitely was like splitting when he shouldn't, doubling down when he shouldn't.
Not hitting when he should, hitting when he should.
The hitting wasn't that bad, but then what really fucked it up was that he like sat out a hand.
Oh, and then you guys got smoked.
And then it smoked. And then he came back in.
And then you got smoked again.
And then did it again, dude.
And then got smoked again.
And the second time he did it, like I would have had blackjack. I was on the end. And the deal got blackjack. And Mike, we left. Mike was like, I don't want to play with this guy.
How tight
got
was
up
Mike?
and we left. No, Mike was really tight, dude.
As would I be.
And it's like, as anyone would be, because like I don't know, Mike was like, I've seen that before, but I've never seen that before, dude. Like that's crazy.
Yeah, no, because every time, and even it's funny, like sometimes like when I see someone like pulling that shit, and I know in time, because sometimes like I'll load up and then not realize they're doing that. And it's like you just screwed up like the hand I was like making my push for. Yeah. But I noticed they do that in advance. I'll be right back. I'm going to the bathroom. Let them deal. Let everyone else deal with it. You know what I mean? Like,
that's smart. Yeah.
Get it out of here.
And it was so annoying, dude. Because we left, and then the fucking guy left after we left the table.
Yeah. Yeah.
Fucking idiot.
People are
dude.
shot. Yeah. But it is the best when it's just like you and whoever you know playing the table.
Yeah, dude.
Or you just have a consistent table. Like I've had that where it's like 5 hours, like same
people.
group.
That's what you want, dude.
Drinks flowing.
Oh yeah, dude. Friday we had me, Jay, and Mike were on the same table.
How did everyone else do?
Everyone was net positive.
Nice. Dude.
Yes, dude.
Who was the big winner?
I think it was me. It may have been me, to be honest, dude.
What are we talking?
No, not that much. I won like, I don't know, maybe 170, 165.
Like, it's funny because sometimes people say, but it's like anything up at the casino, even.
Exactly, dude. Exactly. Even. Just not losing is great, dude. Not for nothing. I mean, we played a little bit on Friday. We played a little bit on Saturday.
You up more?
No.
Okay, so that was the peak?
I was up like 70 going into Sunday.
Wow, okay.
And, dude, honestly, it was looking a little grim because, again, that's how we started off the Sunday. We started off with that guy. And we were like, oh, my God, dude. And then I swear to God, dude, the second table we went to two tables over, blackjack, old lady and a guy on the ends. Michael and I were in the middle. They were fine.
Yeah.
But, dude, I swear to God, dude, this dealer, like, was such a low talker that, like, anytime, like, she'd throw a card, like, she'd say the number that I have. I'm like, what? Like, I have to do the math myself. So I was just, like, kind of getting annoyed. And we were losing, obviously, too, dude. But then we went over to Spanish 21. And I was doing the match to dealer. Oh. And I got twice I hit. Match to dealer suited.
Dude, so you like Spanish?
Yeah, dude. It was fun.
So, like, I've definitely had times where, like, I went on a run, like, loved it. But then you didn't hit any stretch because of that no 10 card where the dealer wouldn't bust?
A couple times he would have, like, a 6 card 20 or something like that. But, I mean, I don't know. For me, like, when I started to do better is when I realized, like, oh, I could hit more.
Right.
You know?
Right. Okay. Yeah.
So that's when I was started because, oh my, dude, I remember there was one time I was like sweat. I was like, I forget what it was. I think I must have hit 4 times. I had 15, and I'm like, Jesus, like, what is going on? And I forget. Oh, there's no 10. So it's like, oh, I hit again, 5, 20. Yes.
So I feel like, you know what? As grim as baseball is right now, I feel like it was a good weekend. Other than that, which is hard to say other than that, but obviously more so for you. You guys were killing it with the shows and the whole event there at Mohegan. So at least that's a good thing. Me with the career low. So I mean,
there we go.
At least there is some positivity.
Silver linings.
So yeah, but that's, I guess, really where we're at. Just hoping for a W tonight. And go from there. And on your end, I'm sure you're just hoping the Mets day off does them some good.
Yeah, reset.
And that they can beat the Braves tomorrow. So
hell yeah,
we'll see. What happens. And then Matthew says in my hip, wow, with the physical therapy. So just talking about positive stuff.
There we go, baby.
But yeah, so great show here today. Really appreciate everybody who tuned in. And continue to comment, like, and subscribe. All of the archives on the YouTube page, Tony, Michael, Renee, and Jane. Costume the merch at DowntimeTV.com. We want everybody to enjoy the day, enjoy the games. Let's go Yankees, and we will see you mañana.
Hey guys, Tony here from Downtime TV checking in. I want to thank all our fans out there who's been liking, subscribing, sharing our content. You guys are the best. You guys are our bloodline. You make us love what we do. Thanks again.